Hi everybody, welcome back to Tekkit Legends with me, Sid, and I'm just kind of sleazing around here at the moment, just processing a few ores and upgrading the flour. I've retrieved the quarry, I've just got to retrieve a few of the things, and I've rearranged the flour now, so the top is complete, and we access from this side rather than from the other. So yeah. That, however, is not going in. That needs another relay then, doesn't it? That one is. That one isn't. That is not ideal. Mark 2, Mark 1. Alright. Well, we'll... I don't want to... can I get a relay with what I've got in my... I should be able to actually, because I took one out. Antimatter relay Mark 1, that'll do for now. For now, it'll do. Bang. I'd like leave that as a type 1 for now. That's a 2, 2, 2. That's a 1, sorry. That's a 2, that's a 1, so that can come out, that can go in. There we go. That should be better, not wasting the juice there. So yeah, steadily upgrading that, and as I say, just poddling around really, just getting a few odds and sods done. However, we need to continue with bees, because bees is life. Bees is the bee's knees. Bees are wonderful things. All of those things are not true. So I need to start off with some gold kinesis pipes, because these things are going to have to be powered, and I thought we would bring the power down behind here if we can. We're probably going to need a yeah, how are we going to handle this? Let me just have it. Let's have the can't get in there. Let's have that out. Grab a stack of actually, let me just check. Has scaffold, because I know this Tekkit used to have scaffold, but it's industrial craft, isn't it? So it's sticks and sticks and logs. Okay, we'll do that. We'll use scaffold if we're going to have scaffold. Sticks and planks. And it was it something like that? I don't think we need anything more than a stack of those. Let's experiment with these. It's age since I've used this kind of stuff, so yeah, always good excuse to pull out something new. And so somewhere up here we've got that power conduit. He says, yeah, breaks super easy, does everything the way you would want it to. So what we need to do is so this we also need to bring back this way, and then down behind here, I would say, because we don't just want the power going into the RF converter there. We also want it to come into how are we going to do this? We can come out there and then round, and I'll box it in, I suppose. So yeah, that's probably going to be the way forward. Obviously got nowhere to go, but we need to bring the... do I want to bring it... do I want to bring it back out of the... God. So many decisions, so many choices. And I'm getting lost and falling off of things. Because we've got back here, that's the RF consumer. Yeah, that's going to consume RF. Yeah, I think the best bet is to bring it round here and down like that, and then we can just hide all of this neatly away under some dirt or something. I think that's probably the most sensible means way forward, because that hides that nicely. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how we go. And I may need to bring another solar panel in yet as well, of course. So from there, we're going to come down to here. That's going to go in there. I think that will do the trick. We'll plug that up. We will plug that up, and then we need to come under the floor here. And this is where I have the issue. So we're going to have to, because I did this indent. That's a pain in the bum, isn't it? No, that's wrong tool. Now again, we can, if we can get out, we can hide that behind some dirt. At least as far as, so far out of the building. At least as far as, say, here. Which is fine, actually, that works. Yeah. Because now, if I bring it to here and then come up a level, that will give us, I think, stop it with the things. We can continue that on along as we need then. I think that will work. So then we're going to need to make a squeezer. That's the first thing we're going to need. A squeezer, which is tin, glass and a sturdy casing, which is bronze. Bronze is tin and 3 copper. 1, 2, 3, and no, tin. I've processed a lot of this into EMC actually, just to, because it can seem kind of silly keeping it when we can just get me some more bronze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I learned. Interesting. I know I'd already done bronze. There you go. We live and learn. So we need that. We're going to need some tin, and we're going to need 2 blocks of glass. And then if we take that and that and that, first forestry machine of the season. Squeezing out. It's not getting power. Oh, it's got power. Power has come through. So that's in. It's a shame that that's like that, but I suppose we could just, let me check the saws in this. I think stone, iron, diamond, ruby, sapphire or amethyst. Stone rods and sticks. So we get a couple of sticks for starters. I might as well use the amethyst because I've got them and I can't use them for much else other than tools. Stone rods. No. Ah, smooth stone, of course. Why would it not be? And you make 4, so we just need 2. 1, 2. Grab those, do that, get those going, do that, slice this up, good and proper, and then wrap that around. And now I'm going to have to waste that EMC, but we'll live. That will go, I mean not EMC, that RF. Oh. Oh. Buildcraft Drive. That is right, isn't it? Just take you out a second. Bugger. Pop you down. Are we going to be funny like this? Is this going to be? Yeah, it's not. No, bum. I've done it again. Oh well. It's not a problem. There are no such things as problems. Only solutions. Right, so we'll dump those off. We'll dump that off. We'll dump that off. We'll dump that off for now. Keep that. That can go. That probably needs to go. Oh dear, it's night time as well. Better sleep. Alright, so squeezer. What are we going to do with it? Well, we are going to grab some seeds. We're going to grab a stack of them. Each one of these will give us 10 millibuckets when squeezed of seed oil. So you can see there's a seed oil. We've got 10, 20. So that will give us 600 millibuckets. Not quite enough, but we'll have to leave that running for a while. Let me get 64 plus. If I want a bucket, 64, 70, 30, 36, isn't it? I think that's right. There we go. That'll do us for now. Oh, we've got a spider poddling around up there. Probably on the roof. No? Hello? Hello, Mr. Spider. No? I don't know where he's gone then. Oh, there he is. Love this crossbow. So there's another 16 diamonds. That's all nice and good while we're doing this and waiting for that to cook. Or do its thing. That gives us another Mark 2. This has become more or less my daily activity. That is a Mark 1, however. I'll not replace that until last. Energy, Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2. Mark 2 or Monge 2. Sounds like that stupid like P that doesn't quite know what the hell it wants to be. Right, so we got that. So we've got the squeezer. The squeezer's doing its thing, and that's fine. So we need to make an apiary. Apiary. Helps if you can type it. And an apiary is wood, slabs, wood logs, and an impregnated casing. You make an impregnated casing in a carpenter with logs and 250 millibuckets of seed oil. So we need a carpenter. That's our next machine. That's going to be bronze, sturdy casing, and so we need 8 and 6, 14 bronze. So that's fairly easy. And a couple more glass. So sturdy casing in the bag. That and that. Carpenter, and we can come down here, and now this is where my madness had method. We can bring our pipe here, and we can get the old carpenter slap bang next to that, and that's got power, that's got power, everything's happy, everything's got power there, that's full. So pop you in there. So now we're just waiting for another 120 millibuckets of seed oil, and I probably need a bucket actually. We do need a bucket, and we'll pop the bucket in there, and once that's got a bucket's worth we should be able to transfer that over. We then want some logs, oak, get a stack, let's see, half a stack will do us, and almost there, bang, we got a bucket of seed oil, and we can pop you in there and do this and pop those in, and off it goes doing its thing. So that'll give us the apiary, and I'm doing it this way because I'm starting, how do I put it, old school. This is what you used to have to do for bees. However, we have gendustry, so for the cost of a few more advanced machines like the industrial apiary, which uses bronze gears, piston, sturdy casing, bee receptacles with weighted gold pressure plates and all this kind of good stuff, you say bronze gears, and the usual stuff, we get a powered apiary. So we can run some power to that, it'll do its thing, and we can modify the apiary. So there are, we run over here, things like planes emulation upgrades. So there's a whole load of upgrades for these, which make, and then of course there's all this stuff here, which is the genetics. So geneware, mutagen provider, mutatron, advanced mutatron, protein liquefier. There's all these good fun things to look forward to. But anyway, that gives us these 4 sturdy casings. Let me get some oak, and we'll make some oak slabs. We'll do, we need the same again, like that, and like that. Give us four apiaries, and the world is good and happy ish. Okay, so that's that stuff done. So what do we do with them? Well, we've got our bees. What we need to do is head out to a nice area that's undercover, not undercover, that's not covered, I should say. Get the correct way round, and we can maybe go down to, say, this bit here. This is a nice flat bit. This is a savanna biome, so it's not ideal, but you know, better than a kick in the chops. We'll place apiary, and then we'll take a gap of 3. You don't need a gap of 3. I think you can do a gap of 1, but I like to spread them out a little bit. Chop that up, and we can go into our bee bag. Now, again, another thing with bees that was always a real pain in the backside back in the day was working out how to mutate from one type of bee to the next type of bee. And there was a lot of consultation of the online wiki, all of that kind of good stuff. But if we take, say, a Meadows Princess and look at it in the Mutatron, we can obviously create our own bees using mutagen and power. We can sample the genes, we can do DNA, but we can do normal bee breeding. So a forest and a meadows drone, or forest of either a forest and a meadows, will give you a common. You can use a meadows and a forest, will give you a common. Meadows and modest, common. Meadows and tropical, common. So these are all 15% chance of getting one, by the way. So it's very... And then you can get into diligent, will give you rurals, and you can see very easily what bees you're going to get. So let's have a look. If I have a look at a Meadows Princess, and I want pristine, that's pristine, That's they're all ignoble, and that's ignoble. So I've only got one. Oh well, we're going to have to go with these, I think. Unless we use what we got. A modest princess is pristine. Modest princess pristine. That'll do us, and then we can take 2 meadows drones and maybe, if I can find the common drones, 2 common drones. So pop in your bee, pop in a drone, half just the one. They'll breed. It says it's a hostile environment. It doesn't like it. What's it? It is too hot. Now this is the problem. It's a meadows queen and it wants to be in the plains biome. Similarly, if I do that and one of those, this may work. Pristine. It's no flowers, this one complaining about. So we can get away using these modest princesses with a pristine. Come on, and another pristine. And then we can take a couple more meadows drones. We'll put the meadows princess back and the modest drone back, and we'll take the meadows queen out of there. What time is it? Getting on to late. That's what time it is. So whack that in there. They're doing their thing. Whack that one in there. 1, 2, 3. What am I missing? I need one more. One more modest. There we go. Right, I'm just going to go, in fact we'll sleep here. And a modest, I'm trying to think, the modest, does it require... I've got a horrible and sneaking suspicion that the modest may require flowers. Right, flowers, so we probably want cactus for those. Whereas plains use standard flowers, so they all like, you know, certain types of flowers around them. And at the same time we're doing that, I'm going to grab some saplings just to see if we can't get a little bit of tree mutation going as well. Let's have a look. Do I have? I do have cactus. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take a little bit of sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we shall have some saplings. I've really only got oak, birch and acacia, which I don't really need that many of each. And if I take some bone meal and just take that, that'll do us. Because the bees have another side effect, and that is that they pollinate trees, which gives you a chance of getting crossbreeds of trees. So you'll get, you know, cherries, walnuts, all sorts of good stuff. Right, let's see. Well, let's get some trees. Ooh. Let's get a few trees down for starters. We'll have one of these on there, one there. Get these bone mealed up. Come on, grow, thank you. We'll have a silver birch there. And again, I'm not entirely sure whether it really matters. No, don't do them too close either, because they'll overshadow the hive, and that is not what you want. So the hive has to be able to see sunlight. In fact, I probably did that one a little bit too close, to be honest. We'll whack a bit of this down, a bit of one of them down. Go on. Yep, good boy. And another one of them down. And then maybe a cacacia at the end. Now, ideally, we'd also want spruce and dark oak around the area, but to be honest, I ain't got them. So we'll just whack a few acacias down in the area just to oh damn it, hang on. As long as it can see the sky is directly above it, they should be fine. So the only thing missing now is these flowers. So if we go and place a sand block there, sand block there, and a sand block there, these have not obviously aged or done anything at this stage, and if I'm right, this will make them all very, very happy. It has, and they're off. And then you leave them to it. And at this stage, it's a bit of a manual process, you know, it's pain. So I'm going to let those run. And once they're finished, I'll come right back with you. Alright, the bees are probably getting close to the end of their life now. So one thing we are going to want is a pair of spectacles, which we will learn just in case I ever lose them. You know what spectacles are like. Well, if you wear specs, you'll know what spectacles are like. If you don't wear specs, you probably haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. I don't know whether I mentioned earlier, I've made a start on the tunnel here. Just sprucing it up. Nothing awe-inspiring, just a fairly basic tunnel, really. Right, so let's see, how are our bees going? They are apparently still alive, by the looks of that. They're not far off. This little meter is their life meter, tells you how long they've got left for this world before this one has already produced a parched comb. This one, so we got one comb come out of the thing so far. Now, you might be asking, why the hell do I want to do bees? What's so special about them? I mean, they make comb and they make honey. Well, no, they actually make all sorts of comb and all sorts of byproducts. So if I can find it's a drop, purple coloured drops, they produce a whole host of useful little things. Oh, yeah, we'll not play with the guns this episode. So we're just waiting for these to die. Well, not die, but, you know, for the old queen to die and for her to produce a new generation of bees. And there is a chance that we will get something different. We must be getting very close on some of these. Come on. But as you can imagine, I mean, this is RNG at its best. You have got a 15% chance of getting the new type of bee for each breed. So, you know, we got 4 going, we might get something different. We got a common drone, so we actually have achieved a Meadows Princess and a common drone from that one. This one, we've got 2 more common drones. These are not the same, so we can't stack them, and another Meadows Princess, which I would have preferred. Common, so we got a common princess, common drone, and a Meadows drone, and a whole load of common and this parched comb. Now the common bee can be used to go further, so we can breed a common with a modest, and that will give us a cultivated. Cultivated, if we look at the use of those, we can take those further, and we can take a common and a cultivated to get a noble, or you got a sinister. These are all the nether bees, majestic, diligent, and these all have different traits, and you can breed these up further, but it is painful doing it manually. And in the past I've had such systems where you would pipe bees in and pipe them out, and yeah, it was just not an enjoyable task, shall we say. I forgot to do the other thing I meant to do while I was there. Well, so let's just get our common drones in and common stuff. So the other thing they will do, as I said earlier, they will, oh, he's sitting comfortably. Sorry, what does that look like when you, shh, quiet in the library. Yes, these glasses will allow you to see if any of the leaves in the area have been mutated by the bees, and they'll stand out if we can find one that has mutated. It doesn't look like we've got any at the ground level, so let us check up above. Hup. No, I don't think we've got a single mutation out of that batch. When you're wearing the glasses, they should appear like a white leaf with, you know, well, they will stand out. Wait till we get one and then we'll see. So yeah, that's our first little batch of bees out. But I think next episode we are going to have a look at gendustry, because gendustry will make life so much easier. That's how we would do it normally without gendustry, and you'll see the difference when we start playing around with the things. Now, the combs, you can use those to make a bee house, you can use them to make the apiaries chest, you put them in a carpenter or in a centrifuge, and that is the last machine we need for bees. And the centrifuge, well, it's not the last machine we need, is copper with a sturdy casing. So we'll do the bronze, 8 of those, and make a sturdy casing. We'll grab a couple of pieces of glass and some copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll make the centrifuge up, and we also need another one of those, because we're going to go and chop out this and pop that in, and then we'll stick the centrifuge down, and we can stick that in and it will run through doing its thing. You can see it's gaining power, so it's fine, and we get a honey drop and beeswax. So we can take these ones and do the same with them. And the last thing, the last element, is the beealyzer, which requires a diamond, glass panes, tin, and oh, we need water in that one as well this time round. So hang on, we need a diamond, glass, was it 1 glass pane? No, it was 2 glass panes, 4 tin, 1, 2, 3, 4, and some redstone. So into the carpenter we go. The new version of forestry's got little buttons to allow you to turn that one off, to basically clear the recipe very quickly. So we need 1, 2 of those, 1 of those, we need that and that, and then we're going to need 2 buckets of water. Let me grab another, in fact we'll just do it like that, and go plop and plop, and off we go. That's doing its thing, that's run. We'll run this one through and have a sleep. Now the beealyzer is the bit that lets you find out what you've managed to breed into your bees. Oh, look at that creeper there, just hanging out waiting for me. And it's powered not by RF, not by IC2 EU, not even by Billcraft power. It is powered by honey drops. Yep, you heard it here first. So if we take our common princess that we bred, and we go in here, we stick in that, and we pop the princess in, you can see this is active and inactive is common. So it's managed to bring both of those through. It's got various lifespan details, what territory it has, what effect it has. You can see from there what kind of climate it likes. It doesn't like any external, either way. It is a daytime worker, diurnal rather than nocturnal. It won't fly in the rain. It's cave dwelling, not cave dwelling. It can make honeycomb. It's got possible mutations we don't know, and then you can see all this information, and that's using the Bealyzer. And once you've analysed them, then they will stack. If there are not the princesses, they never stack, but yeah. So, bees the old way. Next episode, we'll start with bees the new way. Industry, and we'll set it up. We'll set up maybe a little bee hut over there. I don't know exactly what we're going to do yet. But until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching the dreaded bee, and I will see you soon. Bye.